This is where things are about to start getting biblical. This is where people are going to start understanding the evil that has gone on in this world and how it all stems up to the highest levels. Donald Trump puts out a post and it says, "The party of hate, evil and Satan. The Democratic Party is dead. They have no leadership, no message, no hope. Their only message for America is to hate Trump." And we can clearly see the optics of all of this now with the people on the left that are so stuck, and everything that they put out is to try to stop and go against Donald Trump, and they're not paying attention to the bigger picture. Well, let's type in that word Satan into Q. And it says, if Satanists took over the Vatican, would you notice? And it shows you the auditorium of a massive snake. And it says, symbolism will be their downfall. Money, power, influence. Look, the bite that has no cure. NSA. We caught them all. Then it shows you another post. It says, watching the DNC last night, I noticed their logo. Now, where have I seen that uneven star before? Hiding in plain sight. Satanic. And Q leaves a link to a Donald Trump post from ages ago which says 2 Democratic caucus meetings removed under God from the Pledge of the Allegiance. It sounded not only strange but terrible. That's where they're coming from. And then this is the big post, which people have to understand. These people worship a fake ideology. It says, hard to swallow, but it's important to progress. Who are the puppet masters? And it says, the House of Sauds, the Rothschilds and Soros. Focus on the above 3. They're the triangle. Public wealth disclosures are false. Look, many governments of the world feed the eye. Think slush funds, feeder. Think war, feeder. Think environmental pacts, feeder. Triangle has 3 sides, the eye of the providence. Look, follow the bloodlines. What is the keystone? Does Satan exist? And Q really emphasizes this. Look, does the thought of Satan exist? Who worships Satan? There's no such thing as Satan. It's just a thought. Evil ideologies. And then Q quotes Vladimir Putin. It says, the New World Order worships Satan. Well, if we go to Satan, and it derives from radical Islamic terrorism, Shaitan, a shaitan, devil, demon or Satan is an evil spirit in Islam, inciting humans and jinn to sin by whispering in their hearts. Although invisible to humans, shaitan are imagined to be ugly and grotesque creatures created from hellfire. So people get caught up on that word Satan. It's the inner voice, and we can bring it all the way to ego, fear. But there's so much levels of people's choices in this world which fear and evil don't do it justice. So they've had to use certain words like the devil. Devil backwards is lived. They haven't lived in the word of God at all. It's the opposite. So it takes us to one last post. It says, one party discusses God, one party discusses darkness, one party promotes God, one party eliminates God. Symbolism will be their downfall, the great deceivers. When was the last time you witnessed a D party leader being patriotic? When was the last time you witnessed a D party leader speak out against the riots? When was the last time you witnessed a D party leader support those who took an oath to protect and defend? When was the last time you witnessed a D party leader support and call for unity across our nation? Look, all assets deployed, informational warfare, infiltration, destruction of America. Have faith in humanity, have faith in yourself. United we stand, God wins. This is where it comes back to. You can see there's evil, and we're also being shown now that there's always been good, fighting this evil, clearing it up, and now bringing our attention to it all so we can start making sense of what has gone on.